What's going on, friends? BaltMatrix here, and today we're taking a look at Hightower from the Studio series. He is a deluxe class figure along with scrap metal, and he transforms into this tower crane that we have here. Well, at least that is his alternate mode. I do have a slight mistransformation there. Yeah, I really dig this crane mode. Goes up and down, can move side to side, but it's really hard. It really should only move up and down. Oh, and this little hook piece, or I should say grabber claw, doesn't open or close. That would have been a nice touch, but oh well, not a big deal. Okay, so the weird thing about this guy is he forms the upper left arm, while scrap metal forms the left hand. Their combination is a little weird, so we're going to do that first. First, pop off this little clip, then pull the robot head out and make sure the robot head is pushed down, and then the hand will clip onto the back of the robot head. Then this piece just underneath the crane will fold down, unpeg the wheels, and kind of tilt them on an angle. It looks like they're supposed to peg in here to these openings, but they just kind of sit there. They don't firmly peg into place. Flip out the combiner port, and then take our little hand that's a bulldozer, and it will peg in here. Whoops. Now, what you just saw is actually the hardest part of the merge, is getting this to peg in. And I actually find you have to kind of lever it up, and then get your thumb in there and push it into place until it snaps into place. And there we go. Here is Devastator's arm. Looks more like a really weird hand than anything else. So you can imagine how big this thing is going to be. So, yeah, Devastator's going to be quite large. Now, the other figures, we've got Long Haul and Rampage as legs. These two deluxe class figures as an arm. There is a Scavenger Voyager class figure, which will form the right arm. Then I believe it's going to be a Leader class Overload to be the lower torso and the upper legs. And then Scavenger will be the big torso part. And then a Deluxe class Mixmaster will be the head. So, yeah, we're potentially talking about a big old bot here. Now, the vehicle mode for Hightower is actually pretty darn well detailed. Yeah, it's a yellow crane. There's not much more detailing you're going to get for a figure like this. Plus, his robot mode is very dinosaur-esque. But I like the vehicle mode. I legitimately like the vehicle mode. And it scales well with scrap metal. Two deluxe class Constructicons roughly equal in vehicle size. Robot size is a little bit different. Now, compared to Long Haul and Rampage, he is rather dwarfed. I mean, he's definitely nowhere near as big as those two bots. Hightower's transformation is pretty easy, though it is a bit weird. Oh, if you hear some weird popping sounds, that's my cat going after its scratch bed. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is pull the treads down and then away from the body. Then come to the sides, back by the back, and just split it open just enough so we can lever out this entire section for the combiner port. Then we come to the sides again, unpeg them, and flip them all the way forward, like that. Come to the bottom of the robot, or the vehicle mode, and pull the head all the way out. Take this black piece, fold that all the way down, and then we can fold the entire crane structure forward. Put what I like to jokingly refer to as the dino arms or dino legs down, and then turn them so that the hollow bits are facing towards the inside of the bot, and then kind of grab the treads and sandwich them down, and then turn them in like that. So again, in. Take the treads, sandwich them down, turn them, and then point them inwards. And then we have Hightower's very unique robot mode. This isn't so much a robot mode as it is I guess, an artistic interpretation of what would happen if you crossed Johnny Five with construction equipment and murderous intent. It's more leg than bot. Very similar in animalistic transformation or animalistic robot mode, like, Rampage. While Rampage is a Naga, this is more like a Velociraptor truck crane thing. The robot mode's head is disturbing, to say the least. It's got these weird mandibles sticking off at the bottom, and its eyes are just blood red, face is almost pitch black, and that weird yellow head. It's just odd and creepy. Now, in terms of posability, Hightower actually has quite a bit of it, and a little bit too much in some cases. Head is on a ball joint, but the ball joint is incredibly tight, followed by a hinge just behind the head, a hinge about halfway down the neck, and then another hinge inside the neck. Then he has these stubby little arms that move up and down like Velociraptor arms or Tyrannosaurus Rex arms. And then his legs are swivel at the shoulder, hinge for in and out, swivel just underneath that hinge, then another swivel just below that other hinge, and then hinge joint, swivel joint. And then the feet can extend to flat or become curved like that, leading for quite a bit of dynamic posing capabilities. I actually like Hightower quite a bit. I think it's just such a unique figure, and he's this evil little monster of a transformer that's so much fun and enjoyable and something different. Just something completely off the wall and different, which I greatly appreciate. As you can see, he is roughly the same size in robot mode as Scrap Metal, but with his tower, he easily goes higher than both Long Haul and Rampage. Something that I do greatly dislike about the figure, though, is this piece. This claw. It pegs in way too easily into both the back of the head and up here, and it comes off way, way too easily. So that means it's going to get lost. I would prefer that it had been, I don't know, maybe there's one piece that transforms into the crane and then another piece that could flip out from the back of the head. Maybe that would have been a better option than a piece that's pretty easily going to get lost. This little murder crane is just so much fun, and I'm super glad I was able to find him. I found him at my local Target, or I should say at my Target near where I work. He is currently available, showing up on Amazon and a couple of other places. He should be showing up on the Big Bad Toy Store and on the Chosen Prime at any time now. So go ahead and go over there and pick him up if you can find him. Totally, totally worth having him, I think. One other thing I forgot to mention, he does have this little peg here in the back once he's transformed correctly, so you can actually peg this into a stand and get some other poses out of him. Now, if you're wondering, hey, this looks like a combiner port, you're partially correct. It's not big enough or deep enough to get into a combiner port or to fit on a combiner port. Now, my good friend Grimlockamus did manage to somehow get Ripper Snapper connected to this guy. I still don't know how he did it, but he did. So go ahead and check out Grimlockamus's Twitter over at, well, Grimlockamus or the Chrome Tyranno, and check it out, because if I could figure that out, that'd be kind of cool. Anyway, folks, let me know what you think of this little monster down in the comments. Be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons. Thank you so much for watching. I have been BaltMatrix, and I'll catch you next time.